guys, this is Empress Zingha. Today we're at Art Splash with an upcoming artist named Leigh, and she's our Artist Peep for our Artist Peep segment of the magazine this month. Hey Leigh.
Hey Empress, what going on?
Nothings. Now we had a really cool listen to your EP that dropped yesterday, and we was like, yo, we gotta like talk to you about this.
Yeah.
Now for some of those who might not have heard the EP as yet, or probably haven't met you as yet, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself and about the EP?
Okay, so my name is Leigh. Hey guys. I was born in Grenada, raised here in Barbados, so from like 3, so I'm practically a Bajan, like, almost. I went to Combermere, then I went on to York University in Canada, where I was until 2015, and then I moved back to Barbados and started pursuing music. So the EP is a mix of sounds. It's mainly pop, but it's like pop folk, pop and R&B. Alone is a ballad. So it's kind of like 50s, 60s soulful pop mixed with like Caribbean roots. So it's vibes. It's vibes. Check it out.
So what are your interests in terms of your music genre? Do you feel closely to like R&B? Do you feel more closely to pop? Do you feel more closely to reggae? What are some of the influences in your work?
Man. In terms of influences, R&B is definitely a big one. Like I grew up with, you know, your parents had the Whitney Houston and the Mariah Carey and the Toni Braxton CDs, and you'd be listening to them. Reggae is pretty close to my heart too. I really, really like Bob Marley, Buju Banton. Damian Marley is my husband. He just doesn't know it yet. Yes. So I really like reggae, and then jazz is a big influence for me. I love Billie Holiday, Nina Simone, and then more modern people like Amy Winehouse. May she rest in peace. Yeah.
Now tell me now, what is the sound of Leigh?
For me, the sound of Leigh is kind of like the sea. Some days it's rough, some days it's mellow. Just depends on the tide, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds very eclectic. I like that.
Yeah.
Now going into now your production of your EP, could you go a little deeper into who produced for you this time around?
Yes, I was working with Elysius Joseph at Hit Island Studio. He was amazing because I went to him, like normally you'd go and then you'd have to write to somebody's beat. No. I came with my melody and my lyrics. I said, this is my plan, this is my vision, this is what I want. And then he built the music around what I already came with. So it was pretty awesome. I believe David Graham also helped with production on Burn. And then we had a couple of local vocals, I guess. Yeah. So Lynette Lynch, Rochelle Griffith. And then I think we had Aaron Lane on, I want to say keys. And Julian Griffith on bass. We had a lot of talent in the room. It was an awesome experience.
Some of the songs that you have written, they seem to take you away on a vibe, which I really, really enjoyed. I heard some up this morning.
Thank you.
Could you go into a little deeper of why you created some of these songs?
Well, it actually goes back to why the EP is self-titled Leigh, because all of these are songs that I wrote about my own experience. So they were all personal and described like a phase in my life that I thought molded me into who I am today as an artist. So for example, 45 I wrote when I was living in Toronto, and it was basically about, you know, just basically your life being hectic, but you still having to find peace somewhere in your day. And for me, that used to be on the train. Burn was actually about my relationship with music. And and it's also, it's kind of a double meaning for me. So it's also about, I'm in a long distance relationship for the last like 5 years, and all the ups and downs of like doing that basically, and choosing the person constantly like over and over, despite, you know, all the naysayers. So yeah, and then Alone was about learning how to love yourself, which I believe is a very important thing for everybody. Yeah. So
Now, in terms of your songwriting, is it difficult at all for you to be a songwriter? Is there like any type of songwriter in the industry that you admire in terms of their work and how they produce their work?
Alicia Keys, definitely Alicia Keys. She's a big influence on me. I really like her style, her vibe. She doesn't really try to fit into a mold per se. She came out and she just did her own thing, and it worked. So
it does.
Yeah, I like that. And she also takes you on a musical journey. So that's what I've tried to emulate with my sound. Yeah.
Okay, so Leigh, as a musician in Barbados, many have said that being an artist is quite challenging, especially in the industry, entertainment industry. How do you find working in Barbados?
It's been an experience, that's for sure. I find though, like, I haven't had really a negative experience. I found like a lot of the artists and musicians that I've been around are very helpful. You know, they're always willing to like pass on their knowledge and give you advice. Thank you, Ashley Tang. Thank you. She really helps me out a lot. So I find that sometimes you hear like about artists saying that there's a lot of cliquing.
Yeah.
It's very territorial, and it probably is. Honestly, I just haven't experienced it for myself. So.
You won't.
Yeah.
Continue being positive. Have you ever been like performing in competitions, or where did you get your original start?
Okay, so I got my original start in Barbados at Honey Jam Barbados. So when I moved back in 2015, I did that show in November, and that kind of was catalyst for everything else. I met my mentor Paul Russell through the platform, and he's kind of been helping me like with giving me advice for my songwriting, telling me what works on the market, that kind of thing. And through that as well, I met my producer, Leigh. So it's really been a helpful platform to network and meet other artists and really push, you know. And some people, you know, they get on the platform, they do the show, and then it stops after that. But you have to keep pushing and just see where you want to be and go for it.
What advice would you give to those new and upcoming Honey Jam girls?
I would tell them don't be late. Ebony hates when you're late, so don't be late. And go to all the workshops, songwriting workshop, the business workshop. Go to everything that is there because that's the reason you're in the program. So make the most of it. Ask every single question that you can think of. Talk to everyone. Get everyone's business card. Come with your own business cards. Be prepared. Look professional all the time. And do it. Be confident.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do we find this EP? Because we hear it,
Yes.
they might not hear it.
That's true.
Where can they go to purchase said EP?
Well, you can go to purchase it at iTunes. It's on Spotify. It's on SoundCloud. By next week, it's going to be on Amazon Music, Google Music, I believe it's called. So yeah, and you can listen to Burn on selected charts. It was there first exclusively. Yeah, you always got to go local 1st. So yeah.
And of course, where to find you, the artist Leigh.
So you can find me on Instagram at Leigh P Music. I'm going to spell that for you. So it's LEIGHPMUSIC. Or you can type in Leigh Phillips on Facebook. And you'll find me. Yeah.
Well, guys, this has been Empress Zingha once again. This has been Leigh. She dropped a really, really good EP yesterday. Y'all need to go and hear it.
Thank you so much.
She gave you all of the information. Go and check out the Bajan artists. Go and buy and support the music. And we're going to see you somewhere sometime soon. Bye.
Bye, guys. Hi, guys. This is Leigh, and you are about to hear my song Burn off my EP, Leigh. Hope you like it.
Release your inhibition. Don't be afraid to fly. I lose my disposition.